here's the problem you have. If you come to the conclusion that you believe a God exists, yeah. No. I'm giving an example.
Okay.
I'm giving an example. So, because you said, if someone says they believe in God but they don't know why, and this, that, and the other, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But for me, when I came to believe in the existence of a creator, my next question is, why did he create? What was the purpose of the creation?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. Well, has he tried to communicate with us? Has he tried to guide his creation? Has anyone claimed to have a contact with this creator? Do you understand?
Okay.
So, see, when I've experienced it a few times, I became a Muslim. Sorry, I believed in a creator before I became a Muslim. So the Quran, Islam, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, any of this had nothing to do with me believing in the existence of a creator.
Okay.
Right. Now you said something earlier that I want to clarify. You keep asking for proof and evidence. Yeah? Alright, now, first thing, science can't prove the existence of God. It doesn't have the tools.
No, but for instance, when I with friends,
No, I'm just saying to you. If my definition of God, what I believe God is, science can't prove or disprove it. Right? This is the problem. Because science only deals with the naturalistic and the physical rather than the supernatural and the metaphysical. Alright? So it's a wrong kind of, give me evidence God exists. I can't give you evidence because your tools you're using won't match. It's like saying to me, measure this, here's some scales. What?
But is then in your model the God Almighty, all-knowing,
Perfect knowledge, perfect mind,
okay.
Yes.
So then, and does he want more followers, like people to follow him? Is it something that he desires, like that people follow him and worship him?
Yes.
Okay. So then he should know.
Why does he want? No. Stop.
Does he want?
No. Remember the why. Don't forget the why. Why does he want more followers?
Yeah, so then why? I don't know. I don't know the question. It doesn't make.
What could the possible reasons be?
Well, my reasoning would be that it's
An egotistical God who wants to be worshipped.
Yeah, a bit. I would say.
So here's what. Then this is where you have to understand is what does my worship of God, that God requires, what does it entail?
Yeah. So what?
Obeying Him. Obeying Him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why do I?
Which means following His guidance. Yeah.
Okay.
Who benefits from that guidance? The model that we're following is God is saying, yeah. And what is going to escape us from the greatest punishment and take us to the greatest reward is obeying Him, which is what? Benefiting who? Me.
See, that doesn't make me believe because it doesn't make sense.
What did it make sense for what I just said?
It makes sense when you have a God that is not almighty.
No, what did I say that didn't make sense?
No. In the grand scheme of creating these incentives,
Right.
it doesn't make sense
Right.
for going to such a length when he can actually, through all his power, correct all the negative things or any bad things go wrong. So why would a God that has all the power, all the knowledge, not persuade each person?
Because God wants you to choose. God wants you to choose to worship Him.
But the fact that he persuades me in a way that
He persuades you.
I understand.
No. He persuades.
He
He persuades you in a manner that makes you sick anyway. How's that irrational?
One question and I go out. If he does everything as you say, he's vegetarian already. He has one wife. He looks after his parents. He does everything as you said, but he doesn't believe in God. Will he go to hell or to heaven?
Okay, what did I just say to you? It's worshipping, to believe in God.
He does not believe in God. But he does everything as you describe him, a good thing.
No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, if you don't obey the messengers of God, if you're not obeying the messengers of God, yeah, or the message from God, then you're not obeying God.
No, he does everything.
But I'm not a bad person. I haven't killed anyone.
Who told you you're not a bad person?
Huh?
Who tells you you're not a bad person?
Even by the rules of even.
What is the rules?
So let's say
Follow whose rules?
In many instances, so let's say.
As you said, he just his life is style. It's like that.
We've already got one. So let's say the 10. Let's assume now in the Christianity, because I don't know.
No.
You don't know. Okay.
No. I do know, but please, I'm not going to defend Christianity.
Okay. No, I'm not defending. I'm not defending it. But let's say I follow.
Which camera is this anyway?
everything in terms of don't kill, you don't eat pork, don't drink alcohol, don't gamble, love your children, love your neighbor, everything except that I personally do not believe in a God, and I don't feel and worship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And his question is, would I go to hell?
Okay, what will take you to hell, I believe as a Muslim, is disobedience to God.
What is that?
Not being disobedience to God.
Yeah.
Not doing what God says.
Yeah, but that's not. So you're saying I can do all these good things?
Who says it? No. First thing.
And still go. To
I don't
hell
think
because
this.
I don't believe.
Look, there's three people in this world. There are those people who do what you do.
Yeah.
Good to everybody, yet reject God and his messengers, yeah? Okay. Then you have the one who believes in God and prays 5 times a day, but isn't good to his neighbors, cheats and lies and steals and whatever, alright? And then you have the one who follows God's guidance, prays to God, and treats his neighbors kind. See, one is disrespect to God, the other one is disrespect for people. The third category is what we should aim for, where we show respect to God, our creator, who sustains us, yeah, and we show respect to our neighbors.
So in idea, the conclusion would be that actually God requires for me to worship Him. So
Yes.
He needs that.
No, just,
But that
He doesn't need you.
But that is the conclusion.
Okay, like I said to you,
I'm coming up.
no.
If you're saying three categories, I
God
fall
wants,
into one.
the Creator wants the best for you in your life, the best system of life for you to live in this world today. If it's not Islam, you don't have that. If you don't have Islam in your life, you're not living the best system of life in this world today. You're not following the best guidance, yeah? Guaranteed you're not.
But I'm doing exactly the same things as.
Really? You drink alcohol?
I drink alcohol.
All right.
Okay.
So now, I'm sorry I have to go to the alcohol again, but it's a standard. You are now poisoning yourself, thinking that's good guidance.
Okay. So let's.
Now me,
I have a friend that doesn't drink
me.
alcohol, and
I don't drink alcohol.
I have a friend who doesn't drink alcohol. He's
Does he have
vegan.
sex outside of marriage?
What?
Does he have sex?
I don't know that.
All right.
So let's say
Right.
he didn't. Let's assume.
I'm not going to go through every
with-
teaching of Islam. Does he deal in interest? Does he have a credit card? Does he have a debit card? Sorry, does he get mortgages? Does he do loans?
So you're not supposed to.
Does he gamble? No, of course not. Does he gamble? Right.
Interesting.
Well, they're all poisons, aren't they? Interest is poison. Alcohol is poison. Gambling is poison. Sexual immorality is
Yeah,
poison.
but he's not allowed to have a debit card. Just
No, not debit card. Credit card.
credit card.
Yeah, interest.
But I'm not.
Right. So here's the point. You see, my guidance
Yes.
saves me from all of that distraction.
Okay.
Yeah. Therefore, I'm obeying God. I'm worshiping God, and through that, I'm benefiting whom? Myself. So right now, I'll repeat myself. I have your guide you're following in life doesn't compare to what I have.
Okay. So let's go again to the extent of assuming there's a kid who didn't do 18. He's 18. He didn't do any of the things you mentioned, but he never prayed to Allah, even if he knew about the existence. Because I know that is a important condition. And he has to know about it. He knows about it. It's just
Arrogant.
belief. Oh, so
No, is he arrogant to what?
No. He just, as me, as an atheist, he doesn't subscribe to the model, or I haven't seen him. Why?
But
would
I've
I
just
believe?
explained to you, your model cannot prove or disprove the existence of God.
No. But for him, it's the idea of.
You need a new model. You need a new tool. It's not working what you've got.
No. But the idea. Okay, now I'm shifting the word from proof. But anyways, the idea is.
Whoa. Sorry. I'm not saying that I can prove anything for a fact. I'm saying I don't have proof. But I'm saying absence of evidence, not evidence of absence. Now, that's your logical fallacy, not mine.
Yeah. But he's not believing something that he cannot see, prove, or.
But you
feel,
can't.
right?
The tool you're trying to use cannot do that job. Do you not understand that?
Okay.
And like I said, I'll repeat myself. It's like me saying to you, go measure how long that is. Here's some scales. How can you measure how long something is with scales? You can't. So you're asking me to prove something using a tool, right, that can't be used to test that thing.
No, but then again, that is beside the point. The point
No. That
there's
is the
this
point.
man.
That is the point. Because that means, according to your naturalistic understanding, there can never be any evidence for God.
Let's go back to the idea of
No.
that-
Belief based on reason.
of that man. You're saying he's arrogant. I'm saying he just doesn't believe because he doesn't have any good reason.
Did you not hear what my brother Sabur said? He says, as a category, there's hell. Allah in His wisdom can forgive whom He chooses. I don't know. I don't claim to know. I'm not a Christian here. I'm not one who knows I'm in paradise now. I don't know that. You talk, like I said, don't try and get me to defend Christianity here, because I ain't a Christian.
No, but I'm not.
No, but they believe they're saved and that's it, they're done. I don't believe that.
So is he going to hell or not?
We don't know. I'm not to say to you. Our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said he doesn't even know if he's going to paradise. So who am I to say whether someone's going to hell? I don't know.
Only Allah knows that. Only Allah knows why you're going to go to hell, what happened. Only Allah knows that. So we don't question he's going to go to hell because he does this. We don't know.
Maybe Allah will judge him on his reasons for rejecting God. Maybe the person trying to teach him about God touched him in a harsh way.
Okay, on the other hand, the same question, but a different way. The person who believes in God, but he
I've just answered that.
No.
Go on.
Just you have to wait until
Go
people
on.
finish with the question.
I was having a conversation with my friend here.
It's completely different. The same question, but in the inverted way. Yeah. If the person he believes, he does believe, but he commits sins.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Will he go to heaven?
I don't know which part I just said. I don't know who's going to heaven and who's going to hell.
It's good to answer. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. You know, but we know so many ways can expiate sin. Having wudu before salah expiates sin. Praying your salah expiates sin. Giving in charity expiates sin. Fasting expiates sin. So we don't know what sin will be forgiven. Repentance expiates sin. Yeah? We're not Christians.
Okay, so then again, going back to the idea, so you're saying...
I'm saying to you,
Okay,
I'm going to say it to you. Who goes to heaven and goes to hell is not my judge.
Okay, it's fine. That's completely fine.
For example, I'll give you an example. I'm getting done at the moment for some points on my license. Now, it's mandatory I'm going to get banned. But the judge can use his discretion. And say, because it's going to cause me extreme hardship, whatever, even though the law says I should be mandatory banned, the law can use its discretion and say, because it's going to cause me hardship, livelihood, whatever, they can suspend the ban. Yeah?
Okay.
So even though the law dictates that I should have a mandatory ban, there's still discretion from the judge. Same principle with God. God can forgive whom he chooses.
So going back.
See, here's the thing, you see, I had this conversation a while ago with an atheist. And basically what he's saying is that if when we both die, and you're right, and there is no God, yeah, that I'm the loser somehow. Because why? Because I haven't been able to live life as I choose. I've lived life as I've been told to live it.
Yeah.
And that somehow that makes me deficient, right? But as I explained to him, and I showed you, the benefits of me living the life I've lived far outweigh living a life without
Oh,
God.
that's Pascal's way.
Yeah, that's what we were discussing. All right. So, no, that's about the end. I'm talking about the time we're life. As if I'm deficient, I've lost out on something in life. Because I've not been able to play with the girls like I might have been able to play with the girls, or drink alcohol like I could have drunk alcohol, or not bothered with my prayers, or not cared about my parents in their old age, or whatever. I could have lived life freer. Yeah? Eat, drink, and be merry, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? YOLO, and all that business, right? I could have lived life like that. And so, he said I'd be the loser. But no, I win. Because the guide I've got is the guide I've got, and it's bang on. Okay. In reverse, if I'm right, you've got massive issues. That's the Pascal's wager side. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I totally
All right.
understand.
So, believing what I believe wins out every way. Now, I would question someone who denies God's existence. I would question why they're trying to use a tool that can't be used. Why you're not looking for a different tool.
But, no.
So, for example,
See, that's where my questions come in, with the idea of, do I need to...
why do you choose
Why worship? Why God wants me to worship?
to benefit yourself?
Or why He created me in the first
See,
place?
this is why for me, this is
Like,
why...
what is the reason?
All right, again, we're told Allah created man as a custodian for the earth. Yeah, how that operates, why that operates. I don't know inside the mind of God. Yeah. See, as a scientist, you only know about the hows, not the whys. Now you're asking me about whys. I don't know everything. We only know what Allah has disclosed to us. But this is why I say, you all talk about Greek gods, Christian gods, and all this nonsense. Yeah. For me, only the Islamic model of God works. Every other model of God collapses. There's no guidance. All right, there's no guidance.
Okay, so what if definable also says define? How do you make the difference between the Quran and
The guidance. What do you mean the Quran and what?
and other holy books?
Well, the Quran is unique, isn't it?
How is it?
There's no book like it.
How is it?
No. That's
No, but that's why how is it that it's not like any other book?
Okay, first thing, I'm not an Arab, so I can't challenge that particular challenge of the Quran, where it says bring something like it. But what I know of is the Quran today is the Quran today. Whether you're a Shia, whether you're Ahmadiyya, or wherever you are, the Quran today is the Quran today. It doesn't change. Unlike Christianity, depending on which denomination, which Bible you use. If you're Catholic, you've got 7 extra books. If you're not, if you're Ethiopian Bible, it's got 8 extra books or something like that. Yeah? Yeah, if you're a King James Bible reader, you'll have more verses in it than an NIV reader. There's all different stuff going on there, right? This indicates to me man's involvement.
All right.
So when I read the Quran, when you read the Quran, have you ever read the Quran?
No, I have one. I want
okay.
to read it one day.
You need to read it. You feel like you're being spoken to.
Okay.
Yeah. You see the questions you're being told to reflect, contemplate. You know, like Rob was indicating earlier about this kind of science versus religion. There is no science versus religion. Yeah.
But I could read any other book and feel like it's both.
What do you mean?
Like I have also books that I've read and they are, they're inspiring.
Which of these books claim to be from the? All right. Which of these books claim to be from the creator of the universe?
None of them. They
Right.
Not.
Well, the Quran does make that claim.
Okay. So the idea is that it's written in the book that it's claimed to be made by God. So what? So
And then
I assume there might be other books that have the same claim. How would you make the
name.
difference?
Okay. We test the claim. The big one.
How?
Well, what's the claim of the Quran?
Well, going back, the Quran claims that it's
No, when it gives you a falsification test.
like what?
Well, you don't know.
No, but what's a falsification test for you?
What is well, the Quran tells you the falsification test of the Quran is one. I know he's going to try and come with these errors. All right. One is reproduce it, bring something like it, and you can't and you shall never. So the Quran states that you'll never be able to bring anything like it. Yeah.
Like it in what way?
As it is.
No, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of
Yeah.
people can.
What did I just-
Someone
no, what-
who's attic can come up with the book.
Okay. So what I'll say to you is, again, as you were presented with the Nobel Peace Prize for bringing up the natural understanding of the basics of reasoning, yeah, you'll get another Nobel Peace Prize for bringing up a book like the Quran. You get two awards,
So then,
and they'll pay you billions.
so okay, let's say.
So that's the first point. Now, masters of languages, computers have not done this.
Probably not a lot of them are interested in it. But let's say.
No. Of course, it's the eternal challenge. How can no one be interested in it? It's a challenge that yet to be met. Second point. Second point. If this was from anyone other than Allah, inside you'll find many contradictions and error. So for the Quran to be incorrect, you find the contradictions and error. Now they try to go on about this sperm coming from the backbone nonsense, and this basically is a complete misunderstanding of the Quran. You have people trying to read the Quran and then just tell you what it means to suit their agendas. Yeah. For example, this is one of the claims. They say that the Quran says sperm comes from the backbone. The Quran doesn't say that.
You see, what I'm trying to boil down to
I know what you're boiling down to.
is that there's no way for you one day.
I'll just give you a falsification test.
In 5 years.
What's a
time,
falsification test?
For what?
What is a falsification test in science?
Well, you come up with some evidence and say that the model doesn't work.
Allahu Akbar. So you bring up something to disprove the test, isn't it?
Yes.
So produce your evidence to go against the test.
No, but I'm putting a different question in this.
I know, but I'm saying to you, the Quran has given you 2 falsification tests. One for the Arabs, one for you.
Well, there are people that say that some of the verses do not convert into reality, like the description of.
Give me one teaching of scientific fact that contradicts the Quran.
Like, my son is like.
How is the earth described?
No. Give me one scientific fact, what the Quran is, what the science is, fact, proven, empirical, observable, accessible evidence, and then you show me how the Quran contradicts that.
I haven't read all the Quran.
No, but you must have some kind of scientific fact in your mind.
I have the idea of Earth being described as a
Carpet.
plane,
I don't believe in Adam, but.
or like a plane rather than
Spread out like a carpet.
Yes.
Okay. Do you live in a house or a masonette? Or a bungalow?
In a house.
In a house. Do you have stairs in your house? Carpet in your house? Flat?
What do you mean?
Carpet on the stairs, is it flat?
No.
So just because something's spread out like a carpet to cover something doesn't make it flat.
But I haven't seen.
If I put carpet on a football, yeah, I've covered it, haven't I? I've covered the ball with a carpet,
Okay.
but it's not flat, is it?
Again, That's
So here's the problem, you see. People, like you say, come up with these ideas, but they've either misunderstood the Quran. The majority of the time, they've misread it, like the backbone issue. Yeah, they've completely misread it. They've fitted it into their agenda to try and suit what they're trying to claim. Yeah, and I've just explained to you, just because something's spread out like a carpet doesn't mean it's spread out flat and it's not spherical. When the Quran, how do you understand the Quran saying the Earth is spherical, in an orbit, swimming, for example?
Other thing that I know of is that the Quran describes the planet as an egg, as an ostrich egg.
Ostrich egg,
Yes.
yeah. What shape is an ostrich?
Well, it's spherical, but it's elongated. The vertical axis, which Earth is actually slightly squished from
Right.
the vertical axis,
Right.
which makes a bit of a difference.
Again, it comes in the Arabic. Like I said to you, it's about understanding the verses. You're hearing from people who've made it fit to what they wanted to fit. Yeah?